Hmm. Hmm. A lot of interesting things. A lot of interesting things abound. Tales to tell. Stories of the nature of the scary. Stupid, of course. We couldn't have scary stories without them being stupid, no? That just wouldn't. It wouldn't do. That wouldn't do. Let me get comfortable. Have a nice tale of terror to bless your face with. Now, this tale takes place many years ago. Many years ago. There was a man. He lived a simple life on a farm. He did farm stuff. Put seeds in the ground, watered them. They grew. He picked them, depending on what type of vegetable or fruit they were. And everything was good. Everything was good. In the beginning, of course. Everything was always good. Now, it's not a story of beanstalks and magic beans or giants, gold at the end of a rainbow. It's more normal, just a little more twisted, sick. Now this farmer, he was a wheat farmer. You know, everybody loves wheat, or they did. Then all of a sudden, gluten. Gluten. Nobody likes gluten. All of a sudden, everybody's allergic to gluten. You know, it's like, now wheat's getting a bad rap. Before, you got the whole wheat. Because all the wheat was the good wheat. Wheat was happy. He's at the top of his game. He's famous. Everywhere you looked, wheat. Wheat versions of this. Wheat versions of that. But then, somewhere in the past, I don't remember the exact era of it all, was strange. Gluten-free this. Gluten-free that. Of course, in my book, I consider that taste-free. It's like low sodium. It just doesn't taste right. Anyway, wheat losing his glory, his place in the world, was a little upset about this. It's like, you fuckers have been eating me for millennia. Now all of a sudden, you're allergic. Now a lot of people think rice flour had a lot to do with the downfall of wheat. There's a small beef going. A lot of people didn't know. Flour and wheat and rice, they started fighting with each other. It was terrible. Rice paddies were poisoned. Wheat fields burned. The humans just sat back and kind of watched. They didn't get too involved. We were on our gluten-free thing. We had said fuck all the starch and carbohydrates with the whole Atkins thing. So, we didn't really care. We're on our plant-based, fake meat, vegan army. I think I told you the story about the vegan army once before. If I didn't, then maybe I could revisit it another time. But now we're talking about the wheat. The burden of the financial collapse of the wheat economy because of not being able to sell themselves was terrible. It was terrible. Wheat couldn't feed its little stalks. They wilted, collapsed under the weight of their wheat face. Countless rows decimated, starvation. Couldn't buy the supplies. Humans wouldn't help. What could they do? They made a deal with the birds. Said, hey, listen, we'll willingly allow you to eat us As long as you shit us someplace far from here, we can start over. New land. New frontier. Claim our place away from the rice. It's destroying our lands. The birds, they didn't really care. They were going to eat them anyway. And they shit where they shit, so to the wheat, the deal was golden. Signed, sealed, delivered. They were theirs. For the taking. Chomp chomp. It was magnificent. Humans, of course, still, they didn't really care or pay too much attention to it. So no more wheat was growing. Big fucking deal. We didn't like gluten anyway. We were replacing it with soy. Soy everything. The wheat saw this. Rice even saw it. It's dangerous. It's dangerous what soy was doing. The game soy was playing. Humans, unaware, kind of addicted to it, needed the soy sauce, soybeans, tofu, plant-based meat. I mean, if you don't want to eat meat, why eat meat? Just don't eat it. That's not the reason. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. I'm telling you because of the wheat. Transplanted itself to different places. Started growing. A lot of the areas it started to grow in were places indigenous people still lived in. Had no contact with the outside world. They didn't understand that there was a war between the rice and wheat. And that there was gluten-freeness. Oh, they ate the wheat with a tenacity that made the wheat happy again. Their economy boomed. Expanded. But they never forgot. Never forgot what the rice did to them. Lucky for them, where they were living, quinoa was the grain of choice. But they weren't too happy with wheat muscling in on their turf. There's a little tension there. You know, quinoa approached them. Hey, we've been grain of choice down here for quite some time, and a little perturbed about your intrusion into our territory here. They're not making sandwiches and bread with us. They're using you in a mush. Wheat mush. We're solid little balls. It tastes better. You're just different. We'd like it if you'd leave immediately. Well, you know, wheat being wheat. Happy, booming economy. They didn't want to hear this. They weren't going to hear this. Fight ensued. We slaughtered the children of the quinoa quickly. Overboiled them. It was terrible. Mushy, disgusting quinoa. Nobody wanted it. Destroyed their whole lives. The wheat flourished. Grew even bigger. Wheat fields overtook trees and everything. They became worse than the freaking goddamn forester guys, you know? Just plowing down tree after tree for wheat. We were loving it. Like McDonald's. We were happy. There was no gluten-free here. Nobody cared. They were happy to have a new grain. They shoveled it in their faces. Like cows and pigs at a trough. Forced to eat garbage. The humans, us, of course, started to notice this increase in wheat. It's like gluten-free just somehow was trying to evaporate. We just weren't having that. You know, checked into the boom in wheat all of a sudden. The lack of quinoa. I myself am a quinoa fan. When I found that I could no longer get quinoa, I went to the source. It was a small cost in order to investigate closely for myself facts of the lack of quinoa. When I arrived in the Amazon basin, I chartered a small boat down the river. It was a terrible journey. Sharks. Bull sharks. Yeah, you say there's no sharks in the river. There's sharks in the fucking river. I seen them myself. It ate an alligator and a crocodile. before turning on his friend. Bit his tail off. It was terrible. We speared him with one of those harpoon guns. We got shark fin soup. It was delicious. I wore the teeth around my neck with the charm. It was beautiful. Took pictures of the big jaw hanging. Piranhas. Did away with the rest of the body. Chum in the river for miles. Miles. Anyway, we reached the land of the wheat, as it was called, affectionately by the indigenous peoples who had grown accustomed to its influence. Approached the leader of the wheat, asked him in a calm way, just curious. He said, "Wheat, my friend, who I've never had a problem with. I believe gluten allergies are strange, weird. How did these come about all of a sudden? Or why were they discovered? It was just bullshit to kind of move you out of the way, wheat. But I must ask, where is quinoa? What have you done with him? Them. Well, wheat decided he wasn't going to answer my question. I mean, who am I? Some regular person from a country that shunned him. He wasn't going to tell me nothing. I left the village, the land of wheat. Pondered, what was my next move going to be? Where would I go? What would I do? Well, I found a small enclave of wild quinoa. They hadn't seen tame quinoa in centuries. They were a bit raw. He didn't want to speak to me at first, and I could understand why. I mean, my kind have eaten his kind since the beginning of time. I wouldn't trust a guy who came at me. That's like walking up to an alligator with his mouth wide open and saying, "Hey, buddy, is there something I can do to help you? Oh, you have a toothache? Let me stick my head in there. Don't close on me. I'm just going to check your tooth in the back, closest to where your little throat thing is. Snap on me and swallow me instantly." No. That's kind of how they felt about us. Understandably. Well, I had to break the circle of distrust. Make a circle of trust. Cut off my fingertip. Sauteed it with a little butter. Gave it to them. They ate it. They loved it. It was delicious, as they said, in their language. We spoke. They told us of the wheat's atrocities against his people. Lost tribes. Boiled to a mushy consistency, not known for quinoa. They hate humans driving them into the ocean. Out of the river basin. Out of their homes. Burn down the fields. Kill the grains. All the while, wheat's ever-growing army of wheat, just everywhere, wheat. It was tiring. I understood now why gluten-free wasn't a true allergy. No, it was a underground rebel movement against the wheat. They had permeated everything, almost like corn. It was something I hadn't known. Wheat products, bread, foods with wheat and gluten used in ways gluten shouldn't have been used, glues, additives for fuel, clothing material, fibers. Strange, the things that you find the enemy in Sudan. They should have just told us that wheat was bad and we could have burned it all down, but now they're in everything, so it's a little too hard. They're killing everything else off. They're not happy. We're not happy. Nobody's happy. But we must find a balance. The balance being burn all the wheat. Put it in stores like we used to, silos and things. And just keep it there until we want to grind it up into bread. Whole wheat bread. Not gluten-free. I want the gluten. What's wrong with the gluten? What does it actually do to you? Is anyone here gluten tolerant or intolerant or whatever the fuck they call it? Tell me. I can tell you what happens if I drink milk. It gives me gas. Sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes I can tolerate it. Not allergic to it, just don't tolerate, I guess, that enzyme that says you're supposed to be able to digest it. But then I guess you shouldn't be sucking on another animal's titty milk past titty milk age. Yes. There's a story behind that whole time and age when humans and animals and other creatures all shared milk together. There was no problems or issues amongst all of us. Animals walked upright. Humans on all fours. It was flip-flopped. Bizarro world. Strange. Strange. I tell you it was strange. I myself couldn't get used to it. I found it to be oddly amusing, but at the same time scary. You'd watch, but you'd, in the back of your mind, know that something wasn't right. Animals aren't supposed to talk. Not Dr. Dolittle. Not 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or however many remakes they've done since the original with Jerry Lewis. My brain has been transplanted several times into different bodies over the centuries. Yeah, you wonder why I said that, don't you? Well, it's why I have these crazy stories. Fabrics of patchwork and a quilted reality put together by madmen. Experiments in scientific labs, mad scientists laughing over me. My head, brain open. Scalpel, cutting, lasers. Doing what lasers do, whatever that is, because I'm not quite sure. I've only seen a laser do something once, and I'm not going to discuss what it was, because it hurt. It's painful, for a short period of time, but painful nonetheless. I remember one time, I went into my kitchen. I had some fried chicken. Just finished frying it. It was still steaming. It was crunchy. I knew it was crunchy because, like a jackass, I tried to eat a piece fresh off the fucking grease. Burned my mouth. My taste buds hurt. Roof of my mouth, and a little piece of skin comes off because it burnt it real bad. Scalded it, yeah. It's a good thing to do. But the flavor was delicious. I knew that the crunch was going to be one which would rival the crunch of the best KFC in churches. Popeyes would be put to shame by the crunch of the chicken fried in the kitchen of the Omen. The cabinet I went in search of the one condiment good on all things. Yes, you know what condiment that is. It's hot sauce. I had remembered making a batch the night before. Shango's Tears, I think it was. Yes, it was Shango's. Fresh batch of Shango's. 4 4-ounce bottles of it. I labeled it and put it away. Went to sleep that night. The night before, I made this glorious chicken. All was good. I did hear a little knocking outside my doors. Figured it was the wind. March. It's been one windy month. It was in March when this happened. I remember feeling a little uneasy the morning I woke up. I didn't check the vault where I keep the Shangos. I figured no one gets into the vault. In fact, no one even knows that I've been working on the 4th specimen of Shango. It's been a secret since the 3rd. When they attacked my home with their fried chicken in their hands, demanding Shangos. Vandalized my house. And they say the sauce stops here. Tell them they can't stop the sauce. They won't stop the sauce. They want the sauce. How am I going to allow them to bully me into thinking that I'm going to give them what they want, which is more Shangos? Well, that's what happened. I was going to test it. It had been fermenting for 2 weeks, something I've never done with Shango's before. He had made the suggestion that I keep his tears in a bottle. Put the peppers in there with it. Let it sit in the sun. Splash the fruit, the essence of the fire. Let it sit with patience, cultivate it. Let the Shango and the tears mix with the pain of the earth. Well, I listen to him, obviously. He's a god. What am I supposed to do? Disobey a god's orders? It's fucking Shango. You know what the fuck Shango is a god of? Goddamn fucking fire and shit. Maybe even chaos. Whatever he's a god of it. I'm just a guy who makes hot sauce. Homeless guy who makes hot sauce. But I make hot sauce nonetheless, and Shango's my boy, so, we were chilling. I listened to him. And on the 2 weeks, I crafted it just as he said. Bottled it, put it away. Went to bed. The rustling, the banging, I told you, I heard it. Didn't think much of it. Got up next day, uneasy, feeling not good. Made some eggs, a little bacon. Was thinking, can't wait till later. A few more hours. The chicken will be fried. The Shango will be tried. Well, the chicken did get fried, crunchy as it was. Mouth-watering, waiting for the delicious splash of Shango. Unfortunately, to the safe I went, but the Shango's wasn't in it. But the safe was closed. It was weird. I didn't understand it. The key, nothing missing, no alarm, no log of it ever being opened. But yet, no, the fucking Shango's was missing. I wasn't feeling this. Thank you, sir, for coming in. Telling people how they snatched up the Shango's. Fourth specimen. It's not good. My fried chicken was naked, bare. I had nothing else in the cupboards. Having just recently escaped with my life in sauce, I had to sell most of it to survive. I was slinging sauce on the corner like crack in the projects. It was magnificent. They couldn't stop. Blood of Chaos was gone within a day. The flip side, flipped their fucking minds over it. I can't make it fast enough. But I had the Shango. It was my ticket to better pastures, better things. Someone stole it. They stole it. Like I said, my chicken was naked. Nothing in the cabinets. Not even Frank's Red fucking Hots. The quest began immediately. I wasn't going to sit around in my house with fried chicken and no hot sauce. It wasn't going to work for me. I didn't have ingredients to make any more hot sauce. At least not the right ones. It would have been terrible. But the bigger question was, who stole the Shango? Do I ask Shango if he stole the Shango? I mean, he's done it before. You can't trust a guy who steals his own hot sauce. I tried trusting him once. Trust me, I did. And it wasn't a good thing, because when people came to my house for the Shango, he's sitting there on the couch playing fucking Xbox like it's all good. Like, he just lets me go to the damn door like I have Shango. And there was no Shango, needless to say. Kissing cousins burnt their faces off, and that was enough just for the day. It's not the burn that they wanted. It's the distinct flavor of Shango. It's very unique. It's very unique. Each one even better than the last. This fourth one, I'm angry because I didn't get to taste it myself. At least at the time I hadn't. Before I quested, searched for it. It was a long and arduous journey through the deserts of places that I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the signs. I had my Shango detector with me, which is Shango. He told me he didn't take it. I had to believe him, especially since he was actually following me on the journey to find the shit, and I had no idea where I was going. He just told me, follow this direction. And we did. 2 or 3 days, marching along, I crafted hot sauce with peppers I found on the side of the highway. It was sad. It's very sad. Cardboard box in hands, my mobile apartment. Pot for boiling. Vinegar we stole from grocery stores where we could. Occasionally, we were able to steal peppers, which funded our journey across the country in search of the Shangos. By now, 5 days in, I was under the impression that the Shangos probably was gone, splashed upon chicken, beef, pork, lamb, duck, even. Turkey, perhaps. Quail, maybe? Frog legs, of course. And let's not forget those goddamn delicious motherfucking gator nuggets. Cajun style. Yeah, Shango's is good on all that shit. And someone knew it. It's black gold, liquid style, but not oil. Nothing like oil. Natural, fruity, splash your face with heat. I love it. But I wasn't loving the quest to find it. So many people didn't want to answer the questions I was asking. Simple questions. Have you seen Shango? They'd clam up on me. Yeah, we'd have these nice conversations about hot sauce, and then all of a sudden when I mentioned Shango, they clam up. Quiet, the lips get tight. No more speaking. Now they've got someplace to go, someplace to be. Oh, that chili convention that they were talking about somehow is canceled. They won't be there. Their mom died. Suddenly. Heart attack. As you were speaking with them, they get the phone call. It's lies. You follow them to the hospital. Nothing's there. It's lies. They know where the Shango is. They know where the fucking Shango is. They're trying to recreate the recipe. They don't understand. It's stuck in my head. Can't write it down. I've tried. Shango won't let me. He burns the paper every single time. He says he will craft it with his tears when his tears are ready to be crafted, and I will know then, at that time, how to manifest the pain of Shango and his own sauce. Finally, after another 2 or 3 days of this roaming about, we finally got a break. An empty bottle of the Shango. A quarter of it still left, which was strange. How can you not eat all the Shango? We were under the impression maybe the person was smashed in the face, maybe hit in the head, possibly, while enjoying the Shango, and the rest of the Shango was snatched. No other Shango was spilled around, just what was left in the bottle. Immediately I took it. Tested it, sampled it, made sure it was really the Shango. It was the Shango. No additives. Nothing taken away either. Who took the fucking Shango? Who? Well, I found out. And I was none too pleased to know who it was. It's the old island of Alcatraz. Deep within the walls, underground, in a subterranean cavernous lair, stood the evil that wanted to stop the Shango. They called him Rango. Shango's brother. Never really got too much credit for the shit he did. It's kind of mad that I never made a Rango's tears. Fucking guy, I never knew you existed. Never knew Shango existed until he told me he existed. Fucking God cries a burning hot tear on your ass. You don't even know he's there. Shit. I'm like, oh shit, motherfucker, what the fuck was that? He's like, that's my tears. I'm like, Shango, damn, tears. Bam. Hot sauce, Shango's tears. That's how it came about. I'm serious. That's how I thought about it. Don't have to believe me if you don't want to. It's really how it happened. It was an interesting day today. I was tired most of it. It's weird. I almost took a nap. I fell asleep twice. It was odd. Alcohol? None. Well, one little fucking down-home punch. It was tasty. Almost like a fruit punch with a splash of alcohol in it, I guess. It didn't do anything. I feel happy though. Toasty, I suppose, from the delicious tacos that I made earlier. I splashed some flip-side sauce. Episode 2 on those. Oh, real good on anything taco-like. And anything else. But really good on tacos. Not too sweet. I don't like sweet sauce on tacos. Not good that way. It's a nightmare. Just like finding the Shango with Rango was a fucking nightmare. Because this guy, all he wanted me to do was make him a sauce. And he could have just asked me that and have to quest halfway across the goddamn fucking world to get my sauce back. You know? And I asked him, I'm like, well, what the fuck? You got me here. What kind of sauce am I supposed to be making you? You have any ideas? I've got like 25 sauces. Give me an idea. I'm open. He mentioned something about peanut butter and peppers and honey and mustard. These weird combinations of things. And I was like, at first, I'm not doing that because why would I do that? That doesn't even sound good to me. But then I said, wait. I did offer him the choice of me making something for him. I suggested with a name like Rango, he have something with mango. He agreed. I was happy. I was actually happy about it. You know, because I bought my fried chicken with me. Although, after several weeks, it kind of wasn't edible anymore. I had to throw it away. Which made me mad. But I had the Shangos. We could get some more chicken fried and enjoy it later. But at the time, I was now convincing Rango to go with Rango's Mangoes. Rango's Mango Tango would even be more interesting. He said, well, what would Rango's Mango Tango consist of? Ah. You ask, what would it consist of? Well, listen, folks. Anyone who is tuned in now has just learned the new sauce coming out next week. Small batch. Maybe enough to satisfy the taste buds of a few, or many, depending on how I feel about it. But Rango's Tango Mango. Well, we already know there's going to be mango in it. And there's going to have to be peppers, or else it's not hot sauce. Now, what type of pepper would go delicious with mangoes? Habaneros, definitely. Delicious with mangoes. But we want a tango, and you can't tango unless you have two. Don't they always say it takes two to tango? Well, we have the mango, and we have a habanero. What other pepper can I throw with that habanero to make them tango like the flamenco? I think the Scotch bonnet. Yes. Scotch bonnet tangoing with the habanero, chilling with the mango. But there needs to be more. It's Rango. He's a god. He's the brother of a god, so he must add some godliness to this mixture. This mixture of Rango and Shango. Since Shango is of the darker variety, I think his brother Rango should be of the redder variety. Maybe bright red, bloody red. Blood oranges sound delicious. Splash of that with some mango. Maybe a little lemon for the citrus. Ginger for the kick. The sauce is crafting itself in my mind as we speak. It is amazing. The things that I think of. when it comes to sauce. Bloodfire will definitely be coming back for those of you who like a straight Caribbean flair. Papayas and guavas, guanabanas, fruits unimaginable. Crates of them, delivered to my door. Oh, by the way, I will have my own door on Monday. Delicious. Deliveries accepted. As long as they're fruits and peppers. Oh, it's another thing, people. Be prepared for a sauce no one has ever crafted. From a pepper so rare. Well, they're rare. That's what they are. They're very rare. They're called Sugar Rush Peach. Sugar Rush Peach. A very tropical, sweet, fruity, hot pepper. Not super hot, but hot enough. Hot enough that you will remember to bring milk. Hot enough that you will remember that Omen G sent it to you. Nows. A scary world is one in which there is no variety. I have a hot sauce for every day of the week. In fact, I have a hot sauce for every day of the week 2 times a day. I have hot sauces like I have mood swings, bitches. I may be happy today. I may not be happy in a moment from now. And my hot sauces reflect that. Now, I've been on hot sauce withdrawal for the past couple of weeks. In fact, I haven't made hot sauce since I was at my friend Kilo's house. Yes, it was the last freaking furious batch making. It was crazy. I made like 8 flavors, I think. I don't even remember. I have a list now on my computer, and it's mind-boggling. The amount of fruits that I've used, the amount of fruits that I'm going to use, the things that I've already planned in my brain. You all think it's a joke about the Rango's Tango Mango. It's not a joke. That's happening. It'll be there next week. You'll see it. I'm thinking it's going to be red. I'm hoping it's red. I want it to be really, really red. Or orange. Bright, fiery orange. I want you to think hot. I want you to think, do not touch this. It's going to burn. But I'm curious as to how this burn tastes. See, I don't believe in just burning your face. I want you to taste something delicious before it burns your face, so that you burn your face again. I enjoy watching you repeatedly torture yourself because it tastes good. I love it. It makes me happy. In fact, I love hot sauce so much, I'm gonna go get myself some hot sauce because I'm thirsty. And what is better than basically a fucking hot sauce fruit fucking smoothie? Yeah, squat up, my G. Have fun on your Easters. Those of you who do the Easter Bunny thing. I haven't done that in years. I forgot what it was to do stuff just because it was fun. And I used to have fun when I was a kid doing it, you know. Little fucking Easter eggs. You know, there was no goddamn Easter bunny. You fucking painting eggs, you hide them. You find those things in the little Easter egg hunts, those scavenger hunts. They give you the hints. You're running around happy. Like, oh, you find the egg. You open it up. Candy. Or you find $1 or 50 cents. It was always a treat. Excuse me. I need my hot sauce. Now, like I was saying, the Easter egg hunts, the joy, This is Shingo's Tears' second specimen. I haven't had this one in a while. I thought I had no more. I was wrong. You guys can't have it. It's mine. Oh, yes. It's mine. Now. I forget what I was talking about. Oh, yes. Easter eggs. We used to go on the green. New Haven. And I don't remember if the city organized it or not, but they would put all these Easter eggs around. There was this church, I might have mentioned it before, where it's kind of like old burial grounds. So, they're hiding eggs around there and shit. Kids, we do what we do. Running around. We don't realize that we're playing over a burial ground. It's pretty disrespectful if you think about it. Fucking trudging over somebody's final resting place. That's like somebody dancing over the top of your head when you're trying to sleep. Literally. But figuratively. Sort of. You get what I'm saying? Like, comparatively speaking, if you were dead but alive, and death was sleep, someone was running over the top of your face, it would upset you. So I imagine that a ghost or being would feel the same way if I was running over its head. Anyway, so, we're down there on the green, searching for eggs. And there's like this egg in the most remote corner edge of the back of this church, in an odd location. It's just like nobody would have really put it there because it's near a grate. And why would you put an egg near a grate where it could fall into the grate, right? Right. Well, it was there. And walked over kind of quietly, looking around, grab the egg, take the egg. It was like a blue, shiny colored egg. Walk away with it. Get ready to open it. As I go to open the egg, instead of it being full of candy, the fun thing was full of like a black liquid. And as it opened, the egg itself, the shell of it, just kind of like disappeared. And this black liquid hit the ground, it disappeared. It was weird. I was perplexed. I was a kid. I didn't know anything about, like, stuff. Didn't say anything because who would believe you? Had an egg in your hand, and somehow it disappeared and black stuff came out, but it's not there. Sure it did, kid. You're hallucinating. The hot sauce has got you. It's got me needing more of it, is what it has. It's so delicious. And thick. One of the hotter ones, actually. But it's definitely not made with Scotch bonnets. It's gotta be habaneros. Because my forehead hasn't started sweating. Although my throat is definitely on motherfucking fire right now. I guess we could call this story telling stories while drinking hot sauce. How long can I tell a story and drink hot sauce at the same time without getting up and getting something to drink? Can I finish the 4 ounces that are left in this bottle while telling the story? That would be an interesting challenge, wouldn't it? I'd accept the challenge if I was actually challenged. But I don't think anybody here is going to challenge me to do that. Or are they? Anyone? Anyone want me to drink this bottle of hot sauce while I tell you a stupid, scary story about perhaps hot sauce or the lack thereof? Or maybe about a meteor crashing into the earth and the mutant life left afterwards, crawling from the cracks, from the crevices, coming in from the darkness, or out from it, however you look at it. Things that you once thought being safe, no longer being safe anymore. Like my butthole not being safe after I've eaten and drank all this hot sauce. The flame that's probably going to fly from it will be one for the books. Probably burn a hole through just about any surface material. Melted, instantly destroyed. Shango's tears out the ass, blowing fire and flames. Whew. The throat, sinuses open wide. But yet, the forehead not sweating. This is unacceptable, Shango. This is unacceptable. We need more hot sauce. I think we should down the hatch. I think we'll do this ounce by ounce. We're at 4 now. I think it's time to go down to 2. I must prepare myself. I've joined the elite chili people. It's a group of guys who will punish themselves to prove who is the ultimate capsaicin craving fool. Well, I've loved capsaicin since I was a young lad. My father always had us with hot sauce. Hot sauce on everything. It was delicious. Loved it. You know, we started out like most kids did, and mix it a little bit with ketchup to kind of die down the heat. Then we stopped with the ketchup. It was like training wheels. Stop with the ketchup, and all of a sudden, you're just going straight up hot sauce. Then it starts with the hot red pepper in everything. Oh, I put that shit in everything. If it doesn't have crushed red pepper in it, I'm not eating it. I don't want it. I can't taste anything unless it has hotness. It was hot sauce that saved me from COVID. Well, not really saved me from COVID, but, you know, after having it, it's the one thing that lets me know that I can taste. That's why I make so many different hot sauces. They all taste different. When they all start tasting the same, I'll know something is wrong. They're my COVID detection equipment stuff. It's also the serum. It's why I make so much hot sauce. It's the only thing keeping me alive. It's a vaccine of its own sorts, just one that only works on me. See, what it did to me is changed me into a vampire of sorts. I have to attack people and suck their COVID from them. But in the process, it leaves them with worse COVID, so it's not very good for them. Not too good for me either, you know, so I came up with this formula of hot sauce. Different hot sauces protect me from the different strains of the virus. No, folks, this is not a true story. Please don't think that hot sauce is curing me from COVID. I do not want anyone drinking hot sauce thinking that COVID is not going to attack you. It will still get you. This does not do anything for your immune system as far as I know. It's not medically tested or proven. So, as a disclaimer, the things that I am saying in the story about hot sauce and COVID are not true. At all. Even in the littlest bit. Not a smidget. Think you got COVID, get tested. If you don't want to get sick with it, believe in it, get the vaccine. This is strictly for eating undelicious food or drinking like I'm doing now. Another ounce of hot sauce down. 3 more to go. Yes. It's starting to get hot. It's definitely starting to get hot now. I can feel the forehead starting to warm up. The brain cells thinking, what if the world was one big giant volcano and it erupted all at once? It's kind of how the back of my throat feels right now. One of the things that I forgot to tell people about Shango's tears is that it's creeper heat. For those of you who are not familiar with the different types of heat that can be presented in hot sauce, well, let me explain to you the types that there are. There's the ones that are hot right off the bat. That's all you taste is heat. You don't taste anything else because it's that fucking hot. And too much capsaicin to your brain, which really, it's not hot at all. It just makes your body think it's hot. So even though you see me burping, it's just my body's natural reaction to the fact that a lot of capsaicin has been dumped down it. I may throw up. I doubt I will, but it is possible. This particular hot sauce has a Scoville rating of around, I would say, 300 to 400,000. And it creeps. But it is tolerable. It is not a boom, quick hit in the face like Jet Li in fucking Lethal Weapon 4. It's more like it's a build-up. Builds up on you. Now, I'm pretty sure that my level of tolerance is more than some of the people who are not in the chili head community. Now, after what I saw yesterday on Double Burn and Afterburn, this is probably like drinking a glass of fucking water for those guys. These guys drop a Robbie dropper of tincture. If you don't know what that means, I suggest you go on any number of their channels. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's like pure, unadulterated, concentrated capsaicin, which is just the flavor of the pepper with the hot ass shit. I think somebody had something like 16 million Scoville heating units, which the hottest pepper on the world, I believe, is maybe 3 million if they have the X Ghost Reaper pepper. We're talking like 5 times that. 16 million. A dab of that on your tongue would instantly send you into a fucking heat-induced coma of proportions unlike any you've ever seen. Your body would probably lock up. Oh. Your face pouring with sweat. You would drown in the sweat from your forehead. It would be rushing down. Somebody would knock you over and you'd fall. It would rush back in your nostrils and drown you. That's why. Otherwise, if you're standing up, it would just go downward. Why did I say I was going to drink a bottle of hot sauce? When I wake up tomorrow, I am going to be praying. I'm going to be praying as the opposite end of me belches out hellish fire of the molten variety. Not mud butt, no. It's called volcanic lava slag ass. Yeah, slag ass. That's what we'll call it. Slag ass. Because that's exactly what it's going to feel like coming out of your butt, Mr. Mitchell. But you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Well, as they say in movies and things, do I try to drink this whole entire 3 ounces at once, go for 2, or just keep doing the 1 at a time? I wonder. I mean, like I said after what I saw last night, I've got to induct myself into the family of chili. The only way I can do so is by drinking hot sauce. I must prove my worth to the chili and hot sauce community. You know, I make some of the best sauces that I know of and have tasted. And I mean this sincerely. There are others who can attest to this. I must punish myself. A grown man must cry. A grown man must potentially throw up. He must sweat from his head, face, mouth, drooling, uncontrollably drooling, spasms, potential heart attack, the thirst, the addiction for the hot sauce grows stronger every day. Every day. God, and this is a thick one. Jesus Christ, why couldn't I have picked a watery one? It's gonna stick to the stomach tonight. Well, let's just get the fucking shit over with. Yeah. Shango's tears. 5 ounces. Down the fucking hatch. Shots of chaos. Omen goddamn G. Yep. Yeah. You know what? Let's discuss some things here. My mouth right now is on fire. It's on fire. All the spicy hot bits were in the bottom. Now they're hitting me all at once. And they're hitting me all at once. I don't know what to do with myself right now. I'm afraid that I may fart fire. And this is a scary thought. It's a scary thought. In the house, it's natural gas. What if the pilot goes out? The fart blows out the pilot, but at the same time that the fart blows the pirate out. Pilot, not pirate, pilot out. A flame quickly flies from my ass. Hits the gas, erupting in an even larger ball of flame, which then comes back and burns me even more. And I wouldn't like that at all. My forehead is wet, and there's still a little bit left in this bottle. I said 5 fucking ounces, not 4 1/9. I know this is all the rest of that hot, spicy fucking pulp, because I don't strain my sauce. No, I don't strain it. I give you straight up fucking heap and chunks, pulp and all that peppery, seedy goodness. If I don't wake up because of the Shango, tell my family that I love them. I care about them. I never wanted anything bad to happen to them. I just wanted to make sauce. And the Shango It's the best sauce I've ever had. Now let me stop playing. GP. Fucking think it's Omen G Confessionals. He's dying with the sauce. The sauce has killed him. The thing he loved most, the sauce, murdered him in his sleep. It's terrible. Tragic, even. Stories told of the Shango, the murder, the death, the killing. There was more heat in that little fucking bit of shit. Oh my god. Oh. There's nothing worse than when you get it like down the long pipe. I am gonna say that I really do enjoy Shango's Tears. It's one of the only, well, besides Blood of Chaos, one of the sweeter ones. Like, I can drink most hot sauce. At least up to 500,000 Scovilles. I can drink it. I like hot sauce. I really do. It's fucking delicious. It's like the best fucking thing. I mean, why would anybody want to stop people from making hot sauce? Why would anyone want to stop anybody from making hot sauce? I want there to be 1 billion hot sauces. I want so many fucking choices of hot sauce that my brain explodes. I want it to explode. I want to try other people's hot sauce. I just like making the shit. I mean, half of them I don't even taste. I mean, I do taste them, but I don't taste them. I just taste them. As long as they taste different from the one that I just made, and I know that the one that I made before that one tastes different from the one before that one, every one I make after the one that I just made is going to be different from the first one, therefore different from every other one. You get what I'm saying? Does it make sense? It makes sense to me. Maybe it doesn't make sense to you, but who cares? I only remember ingredients. I don't measure or do any of that conventional shit. Hot sauce isn't conventional to me. Why would someone want to burn themselves intentionally? Like, who does this? Who does it? Chili heads do. Chili heads, hot sauce lovers. And that's what it is. And you either get with the program or I don't know right now. I just drank 5 ounces of fucking hot sauce. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm thinking maybe I might have some more hot sauce. You know? That's what I'm thinking. I want more hot sauce. So maybe I'll go get another bottle of hot sauce. Another 5-ounce bottle of hot sauce. Or maybe 2 ounces. So then it's all 7 altogether. But what hot sauce am I going to drink next? Something fruitier. Maybe orange. Fruity and orange colored. Might be orange flavored. Probably not, though. Could just be orange Scotch bonnets. That'll be a bitch. Drinking a Scotch bonnet one right after that one. I would burn my face off. It would be, you want me to do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing this for your shock and pleasure. I just like to drink hot sauce. I just happen to let you all see me drink hot sauce. And I'm talking about hot sauce because, like I said, Rango's Mango Tango. Wait, is it Rango's Mango Tango or Rango's Tango Mango? Rango's Mango Tango. Yeah, Rango's Mango Tango. That's what it is. Rango's Mango Tango. RMT. Tango, Rango, Mango Tango. Harango. In the Durango. goodness gracious, what is this on my phone? I'm thinking maybe one more sample of hot sauce. There is one that I was thinking about drinking, but I think I gave it away. Shit, I did. I had a sample. See, I've been giving out samples. People like free samples, little samples, 2-ounce samples. I'd send you a sample, but you'd have to fucking pay to ship it to yourself. I'm not gonna pay to ship you a sample, especially since it's a free sample. But it all depends. You might catch me in a good mood. Next week, I plan on making a once in a blue moon batch. Small, very small batch. Probably like, when I say small, I'm talking like maybe 8 ounces. Maybe. Because I'm going to put some really exclusive shit in it. Very exclusive. I've been thinking, wasabi. Yeah, that's what I said, wasabi. But also, truffle oil. Black truffle oil. Yes, I found some truffle oil. Now, I'm wondering, and I'm probably not going to do it because unless it really tastes like something that would be good in sauce, I'm not just going to put it in sauce. I'll cook with it, but I'm not just going to put it in sauce. I really do not prefer using anything in my hot sauces but fruits, vegetables, salt. And I'm actually trying to cut salt down to almost no salt. So you can just taste the fruits and the peppers and the wonderful balancing with my different vinegars that I've been trying out. Rice wine, cane, distilled, filtered, unfiltered, cider, brown, yellow, green, red. Yes. I told you I'm a mad hot sauce scientist. I sit inside like an alchemist, combining things, trying to come up with one thing, the next flavor of hot sauce. It's an adventure for me. I feel like that guy that no one ever talks to. He always comes in with his lunch in one of those old school lunch boxes. He sits in the corner by himself, mumbling, rumbling something, always got notes and stuff, hair a mess, sandwich in his pocket as he leaves. Doesn't really eat anything, just mumbles to himself. That's me, that's that guy, that's who I am. Except I do it with hot sauce. You know, I'll get peppers and shit, and I'll buy all the peppers. People hate me because I buy all the peppers. Well, when I find good peppers, I buy all of them. Sorry, I'm not really trying to share with you. Unless, of course, you are one of the pepper people. But if you're just some guy in a random market, you're perusing them and looking at them, and you don't understand what you're looking at, well, me, I'm coming there and I'm taking my peppers. And if I think you're gonna finger them, bother them all day, I'll just buy all of them. Even the ones that are ugly. I don't care. I don't discriminate against peppers. I love all peppers. Peppers. All of them. I'll take them all. You can even have little brown spots on you. I'm taking you. Going limp, dying, I'll take you. You can ferment. Fuck it. As long as you're not dead and moldy, you're going in my sauce, one way or another. You're coming with me. Dead or alive. Preferably alive, so I can kill you. Put you in my sauce. I've been having fun with fermenting. It's been quite the adventure, I should say. And during this adventure, I learned, oh yes, that's the burp I needed. That means I can drink another 2 ounces of hot sauce, which I will do. See, I have samples that I made. Some of the sauces that I made recently. The sauces I made recently were on a totally different kick, I should say. They were inspired by Brazilian ingredients, guanabana and passion fruit. Although I've used passion fruit in the past, it was in a different way that I used it this time. I used the pulp of passion fruit, juice, squeezed, guanabana juice squeezed, pepino melons, star fruits, and all these other fruits. I love fruits and hot sauce and peppers and fruits. I fucking love it. I don't know why I love it so much. It's like crack, I guess, to crackheads. Fucking hot sauce. It's wonderful. I could live off the shit. I almost did for 2 weeks. It's like all I ate was hot sauce. It's very healthy. I swear to you. I'm not joking. It is healthy. It fucking... See that? Breathing just so fine. Clears up the airways. Helps you sweat out stuff. Poisons. I told you I've been on a cleanse. It's been nothing but like fruit and hot sauce. Fruit and hot sauce. And what's even better is there is fruit in my hot sauce. So it's like I'm getting the best of both worlds all the time. I mean, how do you get mad at that? You know, you don't get mad at this. You go with the flow. You have your fucking fruit and your goddamn hot sauce. Yes, I'm rambling on about fruit and hot sauce. I don't know who's here and how long you've been here, but if you have just joined, then you missed me drink 5 ounces of Shengo's Tears second specimen. Hot sauce. This is what Shengo's Tears is. Now I'm still thirsty. And being thirsty, I think I'll go find myself another sample to drink. Another 2 ounces. Maybe we make it 10 ounces of hot sauce tonight. It's a nice 10-ounce bottle of hot sauce. Although 5 ounces of hot sauce is a lot, but I'm still ready for more. Something a little more fruity, I think. I shall return with more hot sauce. I'll be right back. This is a brand new one. I fermented this bad boy. It's called Journey Juice. I had a little bit of it. And I'm gonna say this. It's hot. It's hot. I probably shouldn't have done this one. But the reason being is it tastes very good. Oh, God. Take a look at that. If you can see it, take a look at it. Nice red or yellowish orange color. Yeah. Guys are great people. I want to inform you of that now before I die of cardiac arrest or capsaicin blazing. I can't think of a condition that matches with that, so let's just hope that my chest does not explode from the fire heat. I think this one has Scotch bonnets and habaneros. Not 100% sure. This is 2 ounces. I'm not sipping it. I'm going straight down the hatch with it. Thank you all for joining me tonight. This episode of Literal Shots of Chaos. drinking the sample of my new sauce, Journey Juice. It's a juice that I made starting my journey. I guess now that I've arrived on step one of it, it's time for me to drink the juice of the journey. Then I will craft Journey Juice number 2, along with Rango's Mango Tango. Thank you. Oh my God, that is tropical. Oh my goodness, that is, It's really good. It's really good. It's good and it's hot, but I must say, that one it's fruity, but hot. But not, all right. It would definitely go good on some fried fish, fried chicken, fried pork chops, French fries, chicken fingers, chicken breast, baked, broiled, steak, baby back ribs. Baby back ribs. Splashed. I would even make my own buffalo sauce with it. Butter, a little honey. Splash some more. Actually, you don't even need garlic. It's already got garlic in it. I could sit here and drink hot sauce until tomorrow morning, and I probably will just be fine. I mean, I've never had a problem with it. Everybody's always talking about, oh, you're drinking hot sauce, you're gonna get heartburn, and blah, 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 blah. I don't get heartburn from hot sauce, but funny, I will get heartburn from eating like a bowl of pasta. Who knew? Like, why? I don't understand it. It's pasta. Why am I getting heartburn from pasta? It's not even hot, or spicy, but I get heartburn from it. Hot sauce? Man, you seen what happened. I'll drink that and go lay down, and the only thing that I don't do, I've learned not to do certain things when hot sauce is a factor. One of the things that I do not do now, when, excuse me, folks, sorry about that, when partaking in hot sauce, is drinking dairy. Only because it's guaranteed to be a really bad night or morning if the dairy's involved. Remember, lactose intolerance means that nothing in your stomach is dissolving at all. Nothing's being digested properly. Everything that's in your gut, I know this is gross, but I want you to understand. I want you to understand it in vivid detail. I want you to hear how it feels. Just imagine everything in your stomach, right? Now, the thing about hot sauce, the capsaicin molecules touch your mucous membranes and they make your brain feel like fire is happening. It's immediate. Now, they can be digested. But if you're lactose intolerant, let's say you've eaten all types of shit, meat, all these different things, and you've drank milk like a jackass, and like me, I've had 7 ounces of hot sauce. Now imagine me drinking milk. What's going to happen is none of those contents in my stomach are going to digest properly, which means most of them are going to be whole, and they're all going to want to come out the rear. Straight, unfucking digested hot sauce coming out of your ass feels worse than going down. Oh yes, it feels much worse. See, you forget, most of us, we wipe our asses. Those of you who wipe your asses, do so in a manner in which you want to clean the shit out of your ass. that flesh and skin there is very soft and tender, and every time you wipe your ass, you leave small abrasions on your ass. And then you shit fire from your ass, and all those small abrasions get capsaicin in them, which is why your ass feels like it is on fucking fire for a long time after you shit the fieriness from your buttocks. You try to squeeze your cheeks together in hopes that you can stem the tide of capsaicin-fueled flames set forth to come from your butt. There's no stopping it. You might as well be the dragon and damn... what's that shit? Game of Thrones? Flame, firing, whoosh. Everything melted. Destruction upon destruction. Magnitude unknown. Survivors, none. Hope? Maybe. Destroyed? Pretty much everything. It's crazy. But you still have those that want to try to compete in the world of the chilies, and they can't drink hot sauce. You want to eat chocolate? Well, I saw a guy eat chocolate yesterday, man. It's my fucking hero now. I don't think there's anything hotter than that, except for maybe the devil's dookie balls. So, yeah, he handled it like a champ. Surprising. I don't think I could have done it. Probably would have cried, rolled around on the floor like a baby. Somebody help me, please. Scoville Slayer. How dare you? Tommy. Chili Dad. Somebody. Where are the heat dealers? They dealt me some heat. It's too much for me to take. To all my people in the UK that I know on Insta may have come here, hello. To my Australians, good eye. To my Belgian peoples, I don't know what you're saying, Belgium, so I'm just gonna say hey. And those in the Netherlands, hello. France, bonjour. Parts of Canada, bonjour and hello. Or bonsoir. Bonsoir. Parlez-vous français? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Non. Le petit coucher. Magnificent. Sauson. El garçon. Petit fille. Lindy. Vendredi. He speaks languages that I don't understand. They call him Omen. It has been an interesting past couple of weeks. Actually, just a very interesting year in general. Things have happened that I didn't think ever would. Things that I thought were mine, taken away. It's okay though, right? You move on. You forge ahead, a new path, chopping down the trees in your face as you go. Shadows flying past you. You see them in the corner, lurking. The gibberish from your mouth, only spilled because you're tired for the first time in your life, and you don't want to sleep because you're afraid. Afraid to sleep because you don't know what's going to happen when you go to sleep. You might not wake up. You drink too much hot sauce. It's going to fly out your ass. Flames, burn the house down. You die. Nah, it's 12:29, my peoples, and I do need to sleep. I have found that balancing my sleep schedule, not drinking alcohol, and flushing my system with fruits has actually put me in a much better state of mind. Notice I am not swearing all the time, not angry. Speaking coherently, eloquently, with a voice that might charm you, not scare you away and make you say to yourself, this guy needs serious mental help. He's yelling at us threats of death, constant backstabbiness. Why? I don't know. Sit back, relax. Watch TV after this. Maybe scary movies. Or whatever you want. If you have a girlfriend or a wife, maybe you two should spend some quality time together. Yeah. If you're a woman and you have a boyfriend or man, husband, spend some quality time with him. Make him a sandwich. That'll freak him the fuck out. For no reason, just make him a sandwich. Just go right in there with a sandwich. Say, hey, here's a sandwich. Omen sent it. Men, make your wife a strawberry smoothie. Or a smoothie of any kind in the freezer. Whatever fruit you have. Banana, orange. Make a smoothie. A little vanilla ice cream or milk. Bullet, smoothie. Bring it to her. Tell her Omen sent it. Why? Just do it. Bring a smile to someone's face by doing some random stuff that isn't going to hurt them. You know, random acts of stupidness, I like to call it. It's not like walking up on somebody and slapping something out of their hand or something like that. Just do something, a random act of kind stupidness or stupid kindness. I'm going to record myself doing a bunch of them tomorrow. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something kind and stupid. Or stupid and kind. Or stupid, kind, and stupid, while being kinder than the stupid. Or stupider than the kind. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but I'm going to do something stupid and kind tomorrow. I'm going to record it. Maybe I'll do something nice for the birds that are taking over the cemetery. I'll give them breadcrumbs. So that's kind and stupid, because why am I feeding birds in the cemetery? Why would I even go to the cemetery to feed birds? That sounds foolish in itself, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Well, like I said, everyone, it's 12:30. Do you know where your brain cells have gone in the past 1 hour and 28 minutes? Because I do. They've gone on a never-ending journey with Omen G into the zones of chaos that roam in the dark corners of your mind. Seek the order. Seek the order.